Hello, and welcome to the first tutorial in my vlog. For this tutorial, I'm setting up a 3-node MongoDB replica set with TLS. I'll also create a user for X509 Authentication. In order to enable TLS and hostname verification in the replica set, we need to create a key and a certificate signing request, and sign the certificate signing request with our CA for each member of the replica set. In this case, we'll create our own CA for signing requests. After setting up the replica set, we'll create a user we can use to connect with X509 Authentication. Here are the certificate subject requirements for clients and members of the same replica set. First, a single certificate authority must issue the certificates for both the client and the server. For members of the replica set, the organization, organizational unit, and the domain components must all match. And for clients of the replica set, at least the organization, organizational unit, or domain component must differ from that of the cluster member subjects. I've already created 3 servers in AWS that we'll be using to create the replica set for this demo, so let's get started. First, I'll create the CA. Next, I'll create the key and certificate signing request for each member of the replica set and then the client. Notice how the OU for the client is different from the members of the replica set. Next, I'll sign the certificate signing request with the CA. Here, I'm setting the fully qualified domain name and the subject alternative name field to be included in the signed certificate's extensions. MongoDB favors the subject alternative name field over the common name if present. Otherwise, it defaults to the common name field for hostname verification. Now, as of MongoDB 4.2, you can specify the IP or DNS name in the subject alternative name, whereas in previous versions, you could only specify the DNS name. Now, MongoDB expects the key file to be in the privacy-enhanced mail file format, which is just a combination of the signed certificate and private key file. So go ahead and create those and then send them out to each server in AWS. Now you'll notice I sent the CA certificate as well to each server. That's just a requirement to start the MongoD instance. And for the first node, I sent the client certificate as well. That's where I'm going to run the administrative commands to run the replica set. So let's go ahead and start our replica set. And now let's connect with our client certificate. Run the initiate command to create the replica set. Now we'll just wait for one of these to become primary. Okay, this one became primary. So let's go ahead and create our X509 authenticating user. Notice that after I created the first user, I can no longer run administrative commands. So let's go ahead and exit the Mongo shell and reconnect with the client certificate. We're connected, and we can run administrative commands. That concludes this tutorial. Thank you for watching.